Habits that make men different from 99% of the rest. Now, I think in today's society, a lot of people have a lot of distractions around them that actually influence their life and who they are as a person, and a man in this case. So for you to understand that your habits are truly the blueprint of not only how you view yourself, how you take care of yourself, but it is also reflective of the life that you live. Now, a man who has discipline, and this is where I'm starting today's video off, is a man with strong sense of discipline. Discipline of his mind, discipline of his body, discipline of his awareness. These three things can really create the foundation of a man who is of the 1%. Now, why do I say this? Well, if you guys look around, especially in our Western society, there are a lot of men weakened by their habits, whether it be the habit of vaping, the habit of smoking, the habit of drinking alcohol, the habit of junk food, the habit of sitting on your couch masturbating. These are all habits that are trading your discipline in order to feel comfortable in your very own weakness. Now, I do say weakness in the terms of you consciously knowing what you're doing is not good for you, but you doing it anyways. Now, when you have that state of knowing, whatever it is you're doing, you are not a victim to. You are actually choosing. And with that, you are actually breeding the life that you get to live in every day. The life that you get to provide perhaps to the people around you, or the woman perhaps you want in your life. Is she actually going to celebrate you as a man if you're sitting on your back all day, or saying you're going to do something but never doing it? And this is why discipline is so important. Discipline, not only for men, but also women, is the number one thing I think most human beings are missing because of the stimulation so easily accessible to us human beings. So a man who stands out is a man with strong discipline, the ability to say no when it is not serving him or his highest good. Discipline of his thoughts, which could look like not acting out of anger, but realizing that the anger he feels is a way to actually transmute himself into a man who holds greater power, with the awareness around your ability to use whatever it is that you're experiencing in an internal physical state to your betterment. So a man who understands the discipline that he has to have over his emotions to get him to where he wants to be. Because men, you guys experience emotions, okay? It's not just women. But the men who are the most miserable are the ones who discount their emotions and basically fall victim to their emotions and not do anything about it. Those are the men that are not only insecure, feel unworthy, but also don't get to see any evidence of the life that they actually want to live. Instead, they watch other people live the life they want to live, and they actually feel accomplished by that because their mind, their body feels like that's the life they live. But once that dopamine crashes, you'll repeat the cycle of feeling like shit and finding things that make you feel better. And discipline is something we can all cultivate in our experience. It just takes a strong-willed person to actually enforce habits that break them open or break them past their comfortability zone and into the depth of discomfort. And this can look like waking up at your alarm at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m., 6:30, whatever, and maybe going for a run. Or maybe it's jumping in a cold shower and then perhaps doing a workout, or, meditating or doing breath work, something that requires structure for your discipline to follow through with. So a man who has structure around himself, a man who has built himself up to the man he is, that allows him to exude this confidence out of his struggles that he has now been able to up level out of. I actually think the most strong men, the most disciplined men, are the ones who used to be the ones sitting back on the couch, jerking off and eating junk food, the ones who used to struggle from alcohol abuse or substance abuse. And they actually turn their life over and know that they were the ones responsible for doing it. They were never victimized. They were victorized in the experience of what they chose to do and using it now for the betterment of not only their life, but the people around them to naturally be inspired by them. So I wanted to point out discipline as my number one, because I think this is crucial for men to understand that truly a woman will feel safe within a man if he actually has discipline around himself. especially when it comes to his sexual energy. Which leads me to number 2. The 1% man understands that his sexual energy is powerful. He doesn't give his sexual energy away to any woman just walking by, or he doesn't follow the Instagram models that constantly distract him from taking action or attracting into his life the type of woman he would actually want to be with. Men don't want to be with the women that they lust over. Maybe they do for a short period, but smart men understand that the woman who showcases herself in a provocative way are usually the ones that will never be satisfied with you alone. They will always seek out other male validation to fulfill the supply they can't do for themselves. So a man who has strong sense of control around his sexual energy is one that cannot be fucked with when it comes to women trying to manipulate his sexual energy to get what she wants and making the man become blind to his own lustful urges, his own lustful thoughts. So I highly recommend men start actually practicing a form of discipline when it comes not only to their habits, but also their sexual energy. What do you do on a day-to-day basis that actually provides you with less energy because you constantly give to other people, even if it is your awareness, your attention? But your attention and your awareness matters to actually create the life you want. So the men who stand out the most are the ones who understand these principles and use it for their betterment. They stand out naturally because they are of the 1%. They are the ones who did not walk the paved path already. They're the ones that actually got their hands dirty, were in the mud, paving a new path for them to walk upon that is true to them, their values, their morals, and where they want to go. Because if you follow the path of other people's paved paths, you're going to get the results they had. I feel like it is almost innate for men to want to lead their own life and not allow other people to tell them what to do, whether it be their women, their workplace, etc. It's natural for men to want to lead. But if you are leading yourself into your own destruction, into your own poor habits, into your own suffering, you're going to have zero self-trust for yourself. And with that, women will not be able to trust you or surrender to you or your leadership, which will cause conflict in the long term within partnerships. So a man who knows how to lead by first and foremost leading his own life into success. Not only is this a valuable skill for men to naturally have and excel with, but it's something that women respect. Women need to respect a man in order for a man to feel fulfilled in a long-term partnership. When respect is lost, that is when the relationship dwindles. But when respect is fostered naturally by your woman constantly seeing you doing what you say you're going to do in the terms of your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, but also what you tell her you're going to be, that exudes a demeanor that is one of the warrior spirit. A woman wants to be with a man who knows how to protect, provide, and lead his own life. Is this maybe sexist or whatever cliche? Yeah, probably. But guess what? It's cliche and it's said a lot because it's the truth. When a man does not know how to lead, provide, or protect, he is going to be lacking in some way. And he's going to look for easy ways to fulfill that role of protecting, providing, leading, even if it is through a phone screen. Whether that be leading in the form of maybe you're constantly gaming, and that gives you a sensation of leading something. Maybe it's providing. You're using your money or whatever to provide you with a sense of being seen by other women, which can still stimulate that provider mentality by giving your money away to a woman, let's say on OnlyFans, webcams, etc., or going on multiple dates with women that don't even like really want to be with you as a man. They just want to be with your bank account. That can give you a sense of providership, or let's say protection. You protecting yourself in a way that's actually hurting your life, protecting your poor habits, protecting the women that treat you poorly, protecting the life that keeps you comfortable. You're still, I guess, quote unquote, a provider, protector, leader, but not in the ways that are respectful to you or the people around you. And the type of men who fall short in these categories are the types of men that get manipulated the most by women, get controlled the most by society, and ultimately suffer the most due to their very own ability to confront the discomfort they feel and mask with comfortability that comes from a screen. Multiple women, or even the lack of success, or perhaps the lack of success that you've settled for. It's time to wake up. It's time to provide and lead and protect your life in a way that a warrior would, and would not let anyone just in his castle. And first and foremost, has to build his castle up. And with that, you can attract people who actually value the type of man that you are, and not the type of man that easily gives or easily folds or is easy to manipulate. He's strong. He stands out amongst the crowd because the crowd is the one looking up to him and not down at him or doesn't even recognize him. And man wants to be recognized within his success. But you first have to actually build yourself to a successful state for you to even attract that into your life. So I celebrate the men in today's video who watch to the end, who feel inspired on a day in and day out basis to create the life of their dreams and never settling. Because once you settle, that is the time where you regress in life, in the state of mind that keeps you entrapped from actually creating the life of your dreams. I hope you guys liked today's video. I do offer one-on-one coaching, so if you guys are wanting assistance within any area of your life, please feel free to reach out to me. My email is down below. Give it a like if you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.